France put a harrowing start to their Six Nations campaign behind them with a hard-fought victory over Italy thanks to a barnstorming display from Mathieu Bastareaud. This was the first time Les Bleus had played a championship match outside of Paris. The locals of Marseille will have seen better games. But this was a much-needed win for Jacques Brunel and his coaching team. They made heavy work of it, but tries from Paul Gabriogues, Hugo Bonneville and the outstanding Bastareaud brought an end to a losing streak that has spanned almost a year. France's lock Paul Gabriogues, center, pushes through to score their first try during the Six Nations match against Italy. Gabriogues puts the ball down to score France's first try of the game in the opening stages of the Six Nations match. Italy's Sébastien Negri in action for Italy on Friday night in the Six Nations clash away to France in Marseille. After more than a year without a win, we will not be choosy. But we are quite frustrated because there is no bonus point try at the end, said France captain Guilhem Guiraudot. Both of these sides came into this contest in dire need of a victory. Italy shipped 102 points and 15 tries in punishing losses at the hands of England and Ireland in the opening rounds. France have endured an even more traumatic championship thus far. Brunel, who stepped to replace the sacked Guy Noves before the tournament, has not had it easy. He saw his new-look side fall to a last-gasp defeat in Paris on the opening weekend thanks to Johnny Sexton's drop-goal heroics. It got worse on and off the field. Against Scotland the following Sunday, Brunel watched his side give up a half-time lead with a brain-dead second-half display at Murrayfield as Greg Laidlaw converted 6 penalties to snatch the win. But that was just the beginning. A late-night curfew-breaking session landing half the squad in hot water with the Scottish police. So much so that France's chartered flight out of Edinburgh on the morning was grounded so police could question several players. France's Yacouba Camara left in action against Mattia Bellini of Italy as both sides looked for their first win in the tournament. Italy's Sergio Paris, number 8, celebrates after Maxime Mata Mbamba scores their first try, but it was given as a penalty try. Match facts: France. Bonneville, Fall, Bastareaud, Domeru, Ficou 65, Grosso, Bozais, Trinduc 68, Mackinac, Couloud 68, Poirot 62, Guiraudot, Captain, Pelissi 38-42, Slimani, Gomes Saw 68, Gabriogues, Vahaamahina, Taufaifanua 66, Loret, Camara, Galetier 56, Tallane Italy, Minozzi, Benvenuti, Boni, Hayward 64, Costello, Bellini, Allen, Cana 68, Violi, Gori 48, Lovoti, Quaglio 58, Giraldini, Baigai 66, Ferrari, Zani, Bud, Biaggi 33, Negri, Ruzza 71, Mbanda, Paris, Captain, Replacement not used, Pascali referee, Wayne Barnes MOTM, Camara. No charges were pressed but Teddy Thomas, France's top try scorer in the tournament, Louis Picamoles, Anthony Belleau, Jonathan Danty, Remy Lamoureux and Felix Lambie were all given their marching orders last week following the furore in the Scottish capital. In all, Brunel made 11 changes to his matchday 23 for this clash at the Velodrome. Not an ideal situation halfway through a championship. France needed a reaction in Marseille. There was no question about that. And it didn't take long for the home side to make an early statement of intent. A surging lineout maul had Italy under huge pressure before Locke Gabriogs, on his championship debut, muscled his way over from close range. Macchino sliced the touchline conversion, but Les Blues were up and running. Italy's riposte was swift and powerful. However, once again, the driving maul was used to great effect with referee Wayne Barnes, after a long consultation with the TMO, awarding the visitors a penalty try. Wenceslas Lauret, centre of France in action against Tommaso Allan, right of Italy on Friday night in France. France's Maxime Macchino scores a penalty kick. He scored 2 in the first half to give the man 11-7 lead at half-time. Italian rugby players Dean Budd, top left, and Andrea Lovotti, left, grapple France's Mathieu Bastareaud, centre. France should have had more from another promising foray into Italian territory. Flanker Wenceslas Lauret split the Italians wide open with a superb line off Lionel Bozai's deft pass, but the attack broke down with Bastareaud penalized for going off his feet at the breakdown. 4 phases later, Brunel's side continued to ask questions as they put phase after phase together. But more good possession was put to waste as Macchino coughed up the ball inches from the Italian try line. After all the recent upheaval in their ranks, France were showing the signs of a side that had been cobbled together. There was plenty of intent from the hosts, but they were sorely lacking fluency and accuracy. Macchino's 29th-minute penalty gave them some much-needed reward for all their dominance. Italy's Matteo Minozzi, left, and France's Bastareaud dive to touch the ball down, but no try is given on Friday night. France's fullback Hugo Bonneville dives and scores France's second try during the second half of the Six Nations match. Italy were forced to make more tackles as Remy Grosso, Camara and Bastareaud all made big yards. But once again they managed to weather the storm. Bastareaud, recalled to the side after serving a 3-week ban for verbally abusing Seb Negri during a Champions Cup clash, was making all the big plays. The wrecking ball Toulon centre stripping Alessandro Zanni of the ball before offloading to flying wing Benjamin Fall. Italy were once again forced offside as Macchino kicked his side into a 11-7 half-time lead. A deft pass from Bastareaud put Bozais into acres of space, but the France number 10 could not find Geoffrey Domeru with the try line at his mercy. Macchino's third penalty of the night pushed his side into a 14-7 advantage. Macchino and Tommaso Allan then traded penalties during a tense and error-strewn third quarter. Bonneville, left, celebrates with France's flanker Wenceslas Lauret, centre, and France's winger Remy Grosso, right. Bastareaud runs to score a try against Italy in France's 34-17 win over them on Friday night at the Stade Vélodrome. Fittingly, France finally made the crucial breakthrough thanks to a sublime offload from Bastareaud which sent Hugo Bonneville racing into open territory. The French fullback traded passes with Remy Grosso before crossing for a crucial try on the hour mark. Macchinos continued his metronomic kicking display with a 64th-minute penalty as France began to pull away in the final quarter. Marco Tolane's searing midfield break established a prime attacking platform for France, and Bastareaud didn't need a second invitation to barge his way over for a deserved try with 6 minutes remaining. Substitute fly half François Trinduc added the extras, but the bonus point-clinching try would elude them a frantic finale. Italy fullback Matteo Minozzi finished off a flowing counterattack to register a late try. But it was merely a consolation. It doesn't get any easier for Conor O'Shea's men with a trip to face Wales in Cardiff next on the schedule. We had to deal with runner after runner coming at us all night. said head coach O'Shea. Next up for the French is the visit of England to the Stade de France in a fortnight's time. The next chapter of their fascinating tournament saga.